A short while ago, some of you, my cherished small potato nuggets, give me very relevant feedback. Basically saying how it's good to talk about independent games, but it would also be nice if there were good games. Okay, so I won't only showcase good games, because I don't only play good games. However, to paint a better picture to the indie scene on my channel, today I present to you my favorite indie game of 2023. At least for now. Do you like point and clicks? Or video games from the 90s? Do you enjoy absurd humor with nevertheless a good old critic of our splendid society? You do? Well, that's great, because me too. And Tourist Trap is here for you. In this little gem from the Uruguayan studio, Tragicomedia, here you are, basking under the sun-drenched skies of a South American island overrun by the multinational corporation Feroz. You play as Lucas, an unsuspecting tour guide who just wants to go to work, but who soon gets swept away by a monkey into an adventure to unravel the conspiracy. Describing the story like that may make it seem cliché and uninspired, something you've seen before at best. However, the game's anything but that. With its sharp and targeted humor and expected twists that are still surprising anyways, this game is truly an art of goldmine. I love to talk about some of their jokes, but you know how it is. Jokes are always less funny when you explain them. So if you're ever curious enough to give the game a try, think of me when you get to this point.
Blah 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 blah.
Or this one.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
I had a good laugh. What truly adds flavor to this humor, as I've mentioned it earlier, is its targeted nature. We're not here for surface level jokes, no. Our friends over at Tragicomedia had things to tell us, to show us. So yes, as you'll see all over the internet, and also because it's the main theme, we'd be delving into the damages of mass tourism, the commodification of culture, and most importantly, modern colonization, carried out under the guise of multinational corporations. What further highlights or emphasizes these messages are the top themes. Criticism on issues such as surveillance, media propaganda, or even star machines. There's even a little segment for the geeky collectors, but you have to play the game to see what I mean. Let's go over a bit of the gameplay, which remains a rather traditional point and click. I found it to be simpler and less crazy in terms of the item combination compared to some bigger titles. It's not the kind of point and click where you stay stuck for 3 hours with a banana and a bell pepper in your inventory, only to find out that you had to click on pixel number 38 to pick up a potato masher, and combine it to make a hideous meal that will make the dog at the beginning of the level throw up the key you've been searching for all the morning. Don't get me wrong, I do like this kind of point and click, but this one isn't like that at all. While there were indeed some puzzles that requires deeper thinking, nothing is too complicated, especially if you're used to this genre. It seemed that the developer's goal for the gameplay was to accompany the narrative, to add in more humor, always more, without restricting or interrupting the story. It's not the kind of game that prolongs its playtime to the max, just to boost its appeal and risk nobody reaching the end. On the contrary, I believe it's crucial for the studio that the players see the game through, to its conclusion. That's even why they're not afraid to present it as an adventure of 3-4 hours max. Now the time's come for me to be honest with you. A significant part of my fondness for the game comes from a certain nostalgia. Whether that's good or not, or necessary or not, I couldn't care less in the end. What matters here is that it helped me embark on the adventure only to discover something entirely new, while still remaining in the warm comfort of cherished old memories. It's funny because the game doesn't present itself, not at all, as retro-inspired. Yet, still I found it filled to the brim with inspiration from prominent point-and-click titles. I found Lucas, the main character, in both his ways of expressing himself and his movement, resembling Guybrush. There's also this very cartoonish side that, although different in style, carries a touch of Day of the Tentacles. The game's universe, on the other hand, has echoes from Sam & Max, with an added touch of Paradise. And finally, the whimsical aspect might sometimes remind you of Deponia. What I love about this game is that it doesn't just offer me my Puss Madeleine. It uses this nostalgic aspect to take me elsewhere, and introduce me to new things, to craft its own story. And to me, that's a success. A success for the studio's first game. Yup, they don't cut corners over a tragicomedia. This is the kind of studio worth keeping an eye on. I look forward to their upcoming games. On that note, thank you for watching till the end. Feel free to check out my other Chronic videos. I linked the one of the Shadows of the Templars earlier in the video, so go watch it if you like point and clicks from the 90s. Leave a thumbs up and comment below what you think. It's always a pleasure for me to read them. See you soon! See you soon. See you soon. See you soon. See you soon.